that tomorrow just because it's medium. All right, take two. Bant Midrange. So we played 4-color cat yesterday, and 4-color cat was basically very close to this, but with Felidar Guardian plus Saheeli jammed into it. And in a number of games, we just boarded into a completely fair deck without the combo. They were just playing a collection of powerful cards. So this build is just maxing out on Heart of Kiran and Wicked Wolf, as well as 4 copies of Gideon, Ally of Zendikar to fill in those combo slots to, like, give us our fair beatdowns a little bit more often. We've cut the 4th color to make the mana a little bit better to do so. So let's dive on into a Pioneer League and see how it goes. Someone just asked if I was going to be streaming tomorrow. This channel is very well organized. You can always find my schedule on my website here. Always do my best to try and make sure the information that people want is available to them. Always commands and links around this channel. Is Oko the new Liliana the Veil in mid-range strategies? Comparing Oko to Liliana the Veil is insulting to how good Oko is. Can we turn your polo into an elk? Not while I'm wearing it. Thanks for the very generous tier 2 resub Dr. Gifts. Be sure to take a peek. Be sure to take a peek at the deck queue and let me know what you'd like to see in there a little bit sooner. No second land, no once. So easy to mulligan here. Man, that's super unfortunate. Yikes. Down to 5 we go. Listen, something that's never welcome on this channel is telling me I'm wrong without telling me why I'm wrong. So, you are welcome to disagree with me, but if you don't disagree with me with a logical argument or reason for your thinking, you're going to take a 10-minute break. I think it's pretty good. Is it crazy to just, like, bottom both geese and play Oath on one? I think that's what I'm doing. Because, like, if I use the goose to ramp into Teferi, I can't ramp into Gideon with it the following turn. Also, things that are super common questions are also all linked under the stream too. So, like, there's a link to the deck queue. There's a link to my schedule. If you're on mobile, you can pull up the stream information section to find all of that. I think these lands are super playable. I had forgotten that these were legal in my first set of mana bases that I built, and putting together 3-color mana bases felt like it became a lot easier when I started including them in my decks. Hopefully we draw an untapped land that doesn't hurt us here, and we can just, like, pass with Spell Queller up. I'm still just gonna pass with Spell Queller up. Can I say that you're right and still get a 10-minute break? Definitely, Sapphire. I appreciate the 2-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, this is modern. We played against this person earlier today. They were playing blue-white control earlier. So good to see that they've welcomed the good word of our Lord and Savior, the Gilded Goose, into their heart. Please play a card for me to Spell Queller so I can untap and Teferi bounce my Spell Queller back to my hand. Second Gilded Goose. Yep. Do we need a Goose emote? I mean, we already have a Broco emote. So, like, I don't know. They're going to play like a 5-drop, and I'm going to feel real dumb. Super happy to see I have a free-to-play option. You do. You do. I was glad to be able to add that. Channel points have been great so far. You know, goose cracking food is like a pretty reasonable way to, Goose cracking food is like a pretty reasonable way to trigger Revolt on Fatal Push too, which is kind of funny. Well, I was kind of looking for a land anyway, so deal. Our opponent's username is Modern MTG. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never tie your username on these things to a specific thing like that. If they're going to play a 5-drop, we're going to feel real silly. I just have no desire. Let's go to the next one. We're just never beating someone that greedy. Ever in a million years. Sometimes they want it more than you. and that's okay. And that's okay. Weird that the blue-white control player switched to a different greedy deck. Who's surprised? No one? No one? Weird. Yeah, it seems pretty good. How many cards they draw? I have no idea. But if that card was in their deck, the cards that their deck contained were not ones that we were going to be able to be competitive against. Thanks for the 4 months, Tubby. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good one. I did not, Sade. I've been working like 10 and 12-hour days. I don't have time to do anything extra. I'm lucky I have time to build around decks. Any cord decks in the works? Not really. That's awkward. Need to hit another white source here at some point, or an Oath of Nissa. Heart of Kiran's probably pretty tough for them to kill. Wicked Wolf too, I'd imagine. Their Phoenix deck probably. Seen some blue-red thing in the ice Phoenix decks floating around. Yeah, decks like our last opponent's deck are a big reason why playing this deck without Cat combo is probably a mistake, because like big greedy decks like theirs that's not having a way to punk them out is pretty bad. It's like gives your mid-range deck that's never going to be like able to go toe-to-toe in a 1-for-1 manner with someone that incredibly greedy a way to steal games. All of the details on how build-arounds work can be found on my website here. All the pricing is up there as well and accurate. Anybody who's telling you takes on whether or not Pioneer trends towards fair or unfair is either an idiot, or they're lying to you, or they're trying to sell you something. The actual answer is that I have no idea. Nobody has any idea. The format's not existed long enough to have a realistic take. People are just always so hungry for hot takes. Just calm down and enjoy the ride. Calm down and enjoy the ride. Opponent's on a boat ride. Magmatic Insight, that's probably like one of the better ways to enable Treasure Cruise, huh? Discard a land, draw 2 cards for 1 mana. You like spend 1 mana, get 2 cards in your bin, and like turn through your deck. The BuzzFeed is hot takes every day. Yeah, exactly. I feel like a fairy or a dragon sitting on my shillings while they accumulate. I don't actually want to spend them. I think I agree with Control Magic to a degree. I think there's a chance, I think there's a strong possibility that all unmanaged, non-rotating formats trend towards being more unfair than fair. But I also think it's well within Wizards of the Coast's ability to make sure that it could be more fair than not. Like, it seems like they're setting a lot of precedents with this format. Or they're doing a lot of things that are different than what they've done with formats in the past. I mean, I think Sam Black's hot take that people keep referencing about a race to get cards banned is like super lazy. Because like, that's basically just a hipster way to say what you're doing anyways, right? Like, the goal in every Magic format is to play the best thing possible, right? So like, the fact that this format is new doesn't change that. So Heart of Kiran, in addition to crewing for a 3-power creature, we can also remove a loyalty from Broko here to crew this. So I can spend one of my many loyalty to attack for 4 here. Yeah, I agree, Beansy. Like, the best time in any Magic formats anywhere, whether standard or this, is when they're brand new. Like, when you don't know, when there aren't clean, easy answers to things. Really enjoy the format, but as you said, people should just be enjoying the beginnings and not crying for a ban. Yeah, it was really funny. I like Todd Anderson's content. I actually subbed to him the other day. He's on in the afternoon, so I've been watching him after my stream is done. But like, it was funny watching him go from playing against Jeskai Ascendancy and saying that the deck's probably the first thing to get banned, to then him playing the Ascendancy deck and him being like, oh, this deck doesn't actually seem that good. I think there's going to be a lot of people having takes like that, where they're like, oh, the deck ran good against them, so it should probably be banned. And then, like, they actually sit down and play it, and it's like, oh, this wasn't actually that good. So, what if I crew the Heart with Teferi, and then, like, play the other Teferi? I think I like that. Yeah, and that's a very human emotional response, right? Like, as humans, we remember the bad things that happen to us a lot more than we remember the good things. So, like, when your opponent runs good, you're more likely to remember it than all the times that they run poorly. Yeah, I mean, my opponents cast a bunch of treasure cruises this game, but, like, they're currently dead on board, right? They died doing what they loved, chat. They cast 3 treasure cruises and then they died. You want a lukewarm take, chat? Treasure Cruise is fine in Modern. I think Treasure Cruise and Dig would be fine in Modern. There's a lukewarm take for you. Mystical Dispute sounds good here. Watching Pioneer for the first time is like going to a party with 1 to 2 friends and shuffling into the corner. There's a lot going on here. They did draw more cards than us. You're not wrong. What do I want to trim here for these disputes? Gideon's probably a little bit slow. His tokens also don't seem stellar against Thing in the Ice. Do I want Deckenstone? Yeah, maybe I just want Deckenstone. I just want to, like, drag my curve down. I'll trim some 1 since I'm bringing in a bunch of cards it doesn't hit. Maybe I trim some of these accelerants. I do this. Or maybe I leave the accelerants in and cut all the onces. I feel like we're gonna get some mileage out of that elf split command, so let's put that up there. I don't know if Mythgard is patched or not yet. Mythgard has a patch rolling out today. When that patch goes live, the treat codes are no longer good. So I still have some, but they're no longer going to be valid when their patch goes live today. Are any goodies in the new patch? Yeah, they're actually improving their new player experience. That's going to give you extra rewards for completing it. Well, the best way to learn new cards is kind of just like watch streams like this with the Gatherer open or Scryfall. Don't use the Gatherer, use Scryfall. And like be actively watching and looking up cards. They're making it longer, Just Up B. So you should be able to complete the stuff that gets added new. Scryfall. Use Scryfall. Gatherer is a garbage website that probably doesn't even have some Pioneer legality defined in it yet. Just hit Mithril by the advice of taking the bad cards out and putting in good cards. Yeah. I played some of the new Underlords duo modes with a buddy, and it was easily the most fun I've had in a strategy game this year. That's good to hear, Percy. I want to try Mythgard has 2v2. I've been meaning to try at some point. That's a good draw. Go. What does it say about me that you haven't played a card that I didn't know on site in the stream yet? It probably means you started playing or you played through when this format started. Hey, Sunshine. Hope you enjoy your vacation. I'm doing well, Mixed Mapsta. You can still free to play and chat with the shillings. Good to have you around still. They're doing off-cycle bans for Pioneer with MTGO being its main platform for that. Does that mean each ban cycle will result in several hour downtime? Yeah, definitely, Conqueror. They have to have moto downtime in order to patch in bans. I had codes that gave out 10 free packs and some wild cards for Mythgards if you hadn't already entered a treat code. And if you message me right now, I can send you one if you're going to plug it in the next 20 minutes. But their servers are going down for downtime in 20 minutes, and then the codes are no longer legal. I can't comment someone on turn 3 yesterday. And my opponent got really mad and started going off on me for having a nut draw. It felt like peak modern. Excellent. Excellent. How many codes did I end up giving out in the end? I broke 4 digits worth of codes. I think I'm just going to play Gideon. I'm going to get counterspelled and feel a little silly, but I just want to jam. Oh, right. We saw Is It Charm. Yeah, Land Goose Go is probably better there. Is It Charm wasn't on my radar. I was thinking they can't play too many counters the type of deck that they're playing, but yeah, Is It Charm's definitely a card they can play. The field ban's gone into effect in paper. I have no idea. I don't play paper Magic, so I don't care. I know they are in effect for my arena event tomorrow. Feels bad, man. The field ban was one of the biggest R&D mistakes in recent memory, in my opinion. What deck am I playing tomorrow? I have no idea. They all feel bad. Everything sucks and then you die. The Jeff Hoagland story. Do you have a second counterspell? Wow, they have a lot of counterspells. Okay. I'm pretty happy to get Teferi counterspelled, all things considered, rather than Oko, though, I think. So, it's a pretty reasonable exchange for us. Hey, look, an elk. Actually, if we draw an untapped land here, we can just wolf this, right? What are the odds your deck will have 4 Okos for Once Upon a Time? Probably high. And hey, would you look at this premium deck building? My Heart of Kiran blocks 3/3s. So Oko makes their creatures 3/3s, and then Heart of Kiran can get crewed by Oko and block their 3/3s. It's exciting. Broco needed a legendary ship to pilot, yep. Get on the boat! I wonder if they have double shock or if they didn't realize that this was going to happen. They could have single shock and are going to kill the heart. Sure, I'm just trading. They charted course and then they cruised there. That's just good Vorthos. I agree. Digging around on the Mythgard website, I found a sweet green-black-white control deck. Nice. Yeah, we played a little bit of control the other day. So I can shock this in here. And then I can Wicked Wolf while still holding up Spell Queller for next turn, which is great. Believe it or not, all the best decks that we've played so far in Pioneer are 4 Oko decks. Anybody else believe that? How strange. what if Oko gets banned in Pioneer before he gets banned in Standard? I feel like there's a real chance that happens, right? This is a second green here for us, which is nice. We could hope. Should Oko have been banned with Field? I mean, they could have banned a bunch of things. At the end of the day, they made the bad decision of doing nothing. I think if they came to me and said, Jeff, our options for Standard are ban Field of the Dead or ban nothing, I would say ban nothing every time. Yeah, but the problem is, while he wouldn't be the first card to get banned in an Eternal format before Standard, is other cards weren't also a problem in Standard. Yeah, I hope they ban Nissa and Krasis. Nissa and Krasis are pretty offensive cards. Sylvan Advocate's a nice elk. Maybe. It might just be dog food. Oh, no. Oh, they didn't kill my elf. That's exciting. So... Well... I'm definitely doing this. Do I want to Wicked Wolf, fight the Advocate? Or do I want to wait to play it after I make some food? It's an incredibly embarrassing spot to be in to ban something and make your format worse. I agree. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kill Sylvan Advocate here. If they want to trade Advocate plus Walking Ballista for Wicked Wolf, that's fine. You remember when the only things people talked about banning were salty control players who thought Carnage Tyrant was too good? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Remember when those were our format's biggest problem shit? Carnage Tyrant? Oh, it's a simpler time we lived in. Let's say I would be surprised they let us come back to our turn with that card. Love a goose for later. Man's a little awkward at the moment. That's fine. Let's just plus this, I think. I miss Carnichi too. Spend this mana only if you control 7 or more lands to cast colorless spells. Alright, so they're playing some kind of Eldrazi deck, it looks like. What are the odds? What are the odds this misses on a green source? Yikes! Never tell me the odds, chat. Never tell me the odds. I'm not salty, you're salty. What do you need a green source for? To double spell. They might put a counter on this and double shoot this, but I think that's fine. We don't get to draw a card, but I just go like Hallowed Fountain, second Teferi plus go. No, you're super right. I can totally Oko still. You're super right. I'm dumb. Ignore me. Please ignore the idiot behind the curtain. If you have 7 or more lands, this is a little bit of ways off. Sending the Ballista back to their hand means they could trigger the Sanctum of Ugin eventually, but it's not a big deal. Oath of Nissa, am I a joke to you? Do I not bleed? Am I not real? Do I have a hot take on Shroud going to Mixer? Yeah, Mixer is where Twitch streamers go before they retire, right? It's like a Twitch streamer retirement home. Mixer's like a retirement engine for successful Twitch streamers. D-Mills, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, it's the Florida of Twitch streams. Good for them, right? Like, I'm sure whatever amount of money they got to change platforms is enough for them to retire on after their contract's done. Like this job's good and it pays me well, but like there's no guarantees here, right? Like the economy could take a downturn and people could lose their entertainment budgets. Wizards of the Coast could continue making ridiculously stupid decisions surrounding Arena and like severely damage my income. Like there's no guarantees in this industry. Thoughts on Heart of Kiran because of all the walkers? Thoughts on taking a 10-minute break because you spoke before looking at the deck list? Donald Trump could declare Twitch streamers enemy of the American people. Because that's completely normal and something that should happen in a healthy democracy. Want to play my dumb infinite terms, Rainbow Lich deck and Historic and actually get ranks? Okay, lose ranks. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Any chance I'm supposed to bounce Wolf and fight the Advocate? Yeah, quite possibly. This next time, Raveler's going to probably do something close to that. Alright, I think it's time to start killing them here. Just like, they're a ramp deck and they have a bunch of cards in their hand, so like, eventually they're gonna hit enough. Oh my gosh! I targeted a food that was summoning sick. Oh, Moto. Just Moto things. An Arena, it puts them in separate piles. Alright, so he missed 3 points of damage. Got it. Yep. Shake my world, mama. Red Rover, let Forest come over. Any chance of some Brawl? Not today. I have an MCQ tomorrow. We're probably going to play some Brawl next week if Standard continues to suck. Ha! Sylvan Advocate with Nissa is hot. All right. What if I bounce this? Oh, that's a good one. And then I play this and eat Walking Ballista. And then we'll swap them a food for the Sylvan Advocate. So we'll go exchange this for this. And then we can go crew this off of this. Am I supposed to play Gideon and emblem him here? What if I Gideon emblem smash their Nissa? They could block this and then Nissa dies. Yeah, so Gideon emblem kills Nissa here. Gideon, ally of Zendikar, for people who are not familiar. He can plus to become a 5/5. He can pump out a 2/2 knight for 0. And his 4 just gives me an emblem. Yeah, I just counted out attacking with the geese. That's why I said attack with everything. So even if they chump block here, these 3 still kill Nissa. No, this has reach, chat. Okay. The geese are very angry, chat. Yeah, Sylvan Advocate is summoning sick. So summoning sick applies to creatures that you haven't controlled since the start of your turn. So if you mind control something without giving it haste, it doesn't do the thing. I don't have any Aether Gusts in this board. That might be a mistake. It's hard to know what sideboards are supposed to look like right now. Spell Queller seems pretty medium here. I don't think I want to hold it up. I think Deccan Stone's probably fine if they have big threats. Yeah, bring in like a Miser Mystic Dispute. I'm going to bring in a Miser Knight of Autumn, just like have a random 4/3 to beat people down with. I just want more 4/3s. Let's do that. Teferi's effects gets worse when we don't have Spell Queller. Does Moto have a dedicated honk button? It does not. We've not played against an Emerge deck as of yet. I don't believe. No, that's not true. We played against an Emerge deck yesterday, but it never actually cast Deep Fiend. Can we splash Oko in the black-white control build around I submitted? Probably not. That Thantos fellow, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, this looks great. It needs some lands, but like Once Upon a Time plus Oath of Nissa are very likely lands. Yeah, her build looked really medium. It also, I think she had like 9 red sources for Mayhem Devil for her red spells, which is mathematically super incorrect. And also, I'd also assume there's fewer food decks in paper, especially at local tournaments, just because Oko costs infinite dollars in paper. And the paper market's less fluid. So like getting your hands on paper cards is tough sometimes. think I'm just supposed to take the land. It might be right to take the Gideon, though. So I have Oath of Nissa, so I don't need white mana to cast him. Yeah, Oko costs infinite on Moto too, but the amount of money you get back after you sell a card on Moto is much higher. So like, for instance, I don't think MTGO Traders has their buy prices public. Actually, I think they do. Oko Thief of Crowns. Do they have their buy prices up here? They do not have their buy prices. So, Oko Thief of Crowns on GoatBots, which is a bot chain, they sell for $80 and they buy them back for $74. So, like, you could basically just rent them for a day for 20 tickets. Yeah, Magic's like a tiny blip on Twitch, all things considered. Like I'm a big fish in the Magic pond. I'm a super medium to small size fish in the Twitch pond as a whole. And then if you want an even more depressing statistic, my channel hitting 4 digits worth of viewers puts me like in the top 0.1% of Twitch streamers. So this is what my opponent's deck is looking to do. So they're gonna cast something really big and scary next turn. No, we're like fraction of a percent. We're much higher than the 1%, okay, chat? Yeah, we're probably gonna get Ulamog next turn. We're a real big elk, okay? Alright, they're down to 9 here. So, like, with Deckenstone plus another Oko in my hand, we might be able to pressure them out of this. Yeah, I'm holding a white source so they can't Ulamog me off both my white sources. Tireless Tracker, sure. Here to let my shillings rain. Set my shillings free. Yeah, people like Shroud and Dr. Disrespect and Ninja, like, those people are like comparable to like TV channels at this point. They're huge. Ugin would be a beating here too. Yeah, you don't play around things you can't beat. Ain't nobody got time to think about things like Ugin, okay? Maybe he'll be huge on Mixer. What did Ninja's numbers look like when he moved to Mixer? Anybody know? Oh, you know what's funny? Something I actually messed up here is I could have used the Wicked Wolf to crew this before sacrificing the food to it to tap it. So I could have one more loyalty on my Oko here if I had played better. Ninja's numbers will stay the same because they're fake bots. I don't know, man. Like, he had a bunch of subscribers. You don't have fake subscribers unless you're, like, money laundering through Twitch. Mixer's Q3 numbers. Yeah, my understanding from the streaming industry, though, is that, like, Q3 is a really bad quarter for streaming. Like June, July, or July, August, numbers tend to be low. Alright, so you're dead. Is money laundering with Twitch a thing? I'd assume so. He has 50K daily viewers on Mixer and is basically 25% of the platform. What percentage was he of Twitch as a comparison? There's a site that is a search for Pioneer. Yeah, Scryfall.com. Scryfall.com is what you should be using for all of your... all of your searching needs. They even have a deck editor built in. It speaks volumes that the Gatherer doesn't have a Pioneer function. Yeah, none of the departments at Wizards of the Coast work together. I think it's possible for a big streamer to not be successful because they're talented, but because they've gone through the right... I think it's possible for a big streamer to not be successful, but because he's... I don't understand your question, Fazati. I feel like your question doesn't English for me properly. I'm not sure I understand. I think like most things in life, being successful on Twitch is like 10% luck, 15% skill, 30% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain. Most of those numbers were made up on the spot. Those were way off from the actual song. It's been a little while since we've listened to Mike rap. Do I think a streamer could be popular because they're lucky and not good? Yeah, definitely. All big streamers are talented. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I could go either way on that. I would love a Chad for later. Huh? Sylvan Caryatid makes me think that they're ramping. Do I want to swap this and, like, take their elf? I think I want their elf. Go. Yeah, exactly, Burgle. If we steal their elf, whatever the spell they cast this turn, I'm guaranteed to be able to Spell Queller, which seems appealing. If you keep quoting Eminem and Fort Minor, I might listen. That's what I grew up with. It was my childhood. Whew! Oh, puppy. Oh, puppy. Alright, let's elk the Spell Queller here so they never get their thing back. This can't attack this turn because it doesn't have haste. Is it crazy to plus this so I can emblem it next turn while keeping it? That's probably silly, right? Yeah, it's probably silly. Let's just make tokens. Oh, that's true. The Ballista was gone anyways because of the way Spell Queller works. They have to recast it for 0 the way Spell Queller works. I don't know. We got in for an extra point of damage, but we lost our evasion. It's probably... elking, that's probably a net negative. I should have made a food. Yeah, sure. I can make a 2/2 this turn, attack for 5 next turn, and then, like, emblem the following turn. Did you see Eminem got investigated by the Secret Service because of his new album? Someone filed a Freedom of Information Act and got the file. I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, I mean, you could theoretically knight the elk tokens to pump them, but, like, that's only adding 1 point of power to the board, and you could be adding more. Or they're going to elk their own stuff here. So, like, now am I supposed to emblem my Gideon so that way my heart can kill their Oko this turn? Is that reasonable? Opponent's had enough. All right, so they're playing Devotion. It's been going okay so far, Bob. We're 2-1 with the loss being me deciding I didn't want to play against 5-color Niv Mizzet Greed. Do I want Deccan Stone? Is 5-color Niv good? It's good against mid-range decks like what we're playing. Is Teferi's bounce maybe a little bit medium? I think I want these Deccan Stones if they're ramping. Let's try this. Any Mythgard players know I can find the maintenance schedule. It started, they went down about 10 minutes ago, and they're supposed to last up to, what's the word I'm searching for? Up to 4 hours, they said. That is Leyline of Abundance. I would like a Wicked Wolf so I can eventually eat their elf. I mean, like, I knew they had Leyline of Abundance. They're playing the Devotion deck, Squid Squad. Like, it's not really a surprise. Might be dead. Feels modern, man. Feels modern. You feel by banning Field of the Dead, WotC Limited. Yeah, I agree. I think the bans in Standard were very bad, and they made the format markedly worse. If you want details on why I feel that way, I posted on Twitter last night explaining it. Yeah, all of these green decks are just like a 2-2 split, Marty. So it's like strictly correct to do so. Opponent missed a point of damage with their sequencing there. They should have made this a 2-2 attacked and then shot my thing, because if I chump block, they don't have to shoot it and they keep it as a 2-2. And I'm not going to block, so they just get the extra damage in. Yeah. I think people haven't been submitting that many standard decks, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to continue to be a trend. So if we finish out the existing standard queue before... If we finish out the existing standard queue before the next ban list update, we might just focus on Pioneer and then play some Brawl for some arena content. This kills Walking Ballista too. I mean, the mana fixing off Oath of Nissa has been really relevant off of Gideon. You also have to consider that, like, this hand's great. Oh, who lives with the Gilded Goose under the sea? Oko elk pants, green and blue and elky is he. Oko elk pants, Oko elk pants, Oko elk pants, Oko elk pants. All right. All right. Are we elking their elf? Do we elk the elf? I think we do. Let me just like keep them off there. Turn 2 Oko. I have been practicing. I'm very uncomfortable. Twitch. I mean, any answer I give you about the speed of the format is just like kind of pointless. Just because like a lot of people are trying lots of random things, so like whatever my sample size is here is irrelevant. Look at that, chat. We had the soul read and we kept them off of turn 2 Oko. We're so good at this. Elk it up. Elk it up. Elk it up. Are we standard? Listen, Oko has infiltrated every format in Magic. He is not just a standard staple. He is a Magic staple. Yeah, he won the Vintage Challenge. No joke, Oko won the Vintage Challenge last week. Oko is no joko. He kills artifacts, so like, he like gets rid of things like Grafdigger's Cage and stuff like that. So this is a bit of a mistake on my opponent's part. They shouldn't block the Heart of Kiran. They should block the Goose or the Food if they're going to trade, because this keeps the legendary subtype. So if they trade with this one, they let me play another Heart of Kiran without being punished. Unmoored Ego you. Cast Veil of Summer in response. Put my middle fingers towards the sky. No, Wizards doesn't do power level erratas. They just let their Oko die in a brutal show. A brutal show of foodie elky violence. Alright, what do you got for 6, opponent? Play your big scary. Can you only elk food and creatures? Any artifact or any creature? Yep. Shake my world, Nissa. Poor Oko. Poor Oko. At least with this attack, I can Wicked Wolf, trade with their Forest, kill their Nissa on the backswing. Actually, this attack just leaves their Nissa dead on the backswing on board, right? So, like, do they want to trade their Nissa for my Oko is a question they have to ask themselves. They might not want to. And if they attack like this, I get to chump block, Oko goes to 1, and the next turn he can make a food, I can Wicked Wolf their 1/1 and still kill this Nissa. So yeah, I'm gonna trade Gilded Goose and keep my Oko on the board. And then, because I have a food here, they don't really have great attacks next turn. So their Planeswalker's dead. What's his voice line when he makes an elk in MTGA? Oh dear. So like, they can trade their forest for my Oko here, but then they're super behind on board, right? A lot of the Planeswalker voice lines are very funny. Alright, they have 6 for a creature, 5 for anything else. Okay, what you got? Walking Ballista, sure. Guess who's back? Back again. Oko's back. Tell a friend. Oko's created a monster. Nobody wants to see monster no more. They want Oko. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want elks, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of me. We're rock in the table while Oko's operating. Oh, R&D won't let him be. God, I feel like I need to sit down and write this rap now, because I feel like we could totally rewrite that Eminem song into Oko references. the more I think about it, the more we can fit Oko and elk references all over this song. Oh. I should release an album, something like that. Thanks, Scholar. Is this hand good, chat? Do y'all remember when the Planeswalker people used to complain about in Standard was Chad? Does anybody remember when this was the Planeswalker people used to complain about? Do you remember when this was like peak of our problems? Like peak Standard problems was Rad Chad? You were just like, nah, man, Chad's too oppressive, man. Gotta get Chad out of here, man. If Jeff released a Christmas album, I would buy it for everyone I knew. Oh. Probably something mono red based if you want budget. There's a lot of good red aggressive decks in this format, it feels like. Believe it or not, I listened to a lot of Weird Al growing up. You could probably argue I was white and nerdy. No. All right. I almost F6 my turn, but I caught it. They tried to ban me out of MTG, but their wallet feels empty. No, so their wallet feels empty without me. I feel like you have to rework that. Because their wallets are empty because of him. So their wallets feel worse with him. Get Weird Al on the line. Even though I'm 24. Well, I'm only 28. Thank you very much. I have the demeanor of a bitter 40-year-old man, but I am still far from it. Thank you very much. Pre-ordered Oko had never been happier. As a 40-year-old man, you have a long way to go on your bitterness scale. The mono queues are empty without me. Alright, so are we just goosing it up here? I feel like I want to make him a 5-5 and smash. Chad loves to smash, chat. Chad lives to smash for people who haven't met him. Here's a concept that works. 20,333 elks emerge. I'm telling you, we can fill that song with Oko references. I'm telling you, that song can be filled with Oko references, and it'll be glorious. Ooh, Wicked Wolf is a top-notch draw. Well, this looks like an elk to me, so everybody, just come and see. It's a +1, not a -3. How did this make it through R&D? That's great. That's great. We should, you're right, we should put a channel up in Discord and work on this. Somebody start clipping these out of chat, please. Somebody start clipping these out of chat and putting them together. That was excellent, Doc Prof. That was 3 years, the Faith Age. Thank you for the 36 months of support. Welcome back. Ooh. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Crack that whip. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Pew, pew, pew. All right, I'm gonna make an emblem here, I think. I think I want to go Goose Goose. They don't have anything too scary in their bin, right? Yep, nothing as of yet. All my shillings for Jeff to perform the whole song when it's completed. All right. People have been asking me when we're going to drop a music video. If we finish the song, I'll do it, okay? If someone finishes most of the song, I will do it. Commune with the gods. So I'm going to Spell Queller this because I can't Spell Queller a whip activation. And if this dumps a big scary into their bin, I don't want to get hit by it next turn. All right, there's a Discord channel up for the Oko rap. As you will, children, as you will. We should put the green screen up and make a bad 90s music video. That sounds like too much work. I'll just sing it, okay? Can Bamonte be the producer? Honestly, I think this deck flexes the strength of Throne of Eldraine. Yeah, like this standard format we're in right now is currently very high power level, which is part of the problem with it. Bamonte is Dr. Dre. So, Deckmaster is the thing you're referring to, but yeah, I agree. I agree that this application would be a lot better if you could easily access what cards do what. So, do I just assume Spell Queller and Teferi are medium here? I think that's the case. I think I want these, and then, do I want some Deccan Stone, or do I want some Veil of Summer? As a professional video editor, I look forward to remixing this rap video. Excellent. Would I rather have Veil or Deccan Stone? I think it's Veil, because I assume they're going to have removal post-board, right? They might not have that much interaction, though, if they're trying to be linear. I'm just going to leave a couple of Teferis in. Bouncing Whip is probably good. Yeah, Bouncing Whip is probably fine. And having more ways to crew Heart of Kiran is valuable. Huh. I already have a Wicked Wolf, so I think I'm just going to take my guaranteed third land here. So otherwise, I'm bottoming 4 lands and pretty likely to break. Honestly, War into ELD makes me think iffy about the future of Standard. Magic already has narrow interaction and a low number of significant play actions compared to other CCGs, and bumping Standard power level is not going to help. I agree. I agree. We've not played a Soul Flayer deck. Am I okay with this trade? Nah, probably not. Just gonna turn 2 Broco. Wait, does this mean if you make the Oko rap, you can play it on stream because it's yours? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure I'll have to fight the copyright claim under fair use for parody if I upload it to YouTube, but like the way the system works is I'll probably still have to fight fair use for fair use on it. But I should be good to go. Nice, Belly. Hopefully this doesn't hit Delirium for them. That would be bad for me. Nowhere close, God bless. Yeah, parity laws are pretty safe. Like, I know I'd win, it'll just take effort to win. And as a millennial, I hate effort. It'll just get automatically flagged by YouTube and Twitch. I'll have to be like, hey, this is definitely fair use. So Grimflayer, when it hits me, this is a 2/2. And this looks at the top 3 cards of their deck and they can bin any number of them. So we're gonna go ahead and just like play a wolf next turn and end their entire career here. Now that Grimflayer looks like dog food to me. Enchanted creature. Okay, so bestow. So this is an aura. Night Howler enchanted creatures +X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Okay. This is a 4/4, so it's not very big. Yeah, Burgle, it's every format. And the only, okay, here's a hot take. Part of the reason why we're enjoying this format is because other people haven't realized they should be putting Oko in every deck. That's the reason why this format's still kind of fun at the moment. Standard got not fun because people have realized they should put Oko in every one of their decks. So they're all Oko mirrors. Hey, look, this thing's power and toughness equal to the number of creatures in all graveyards. All right, I'm gonna play this Scavenging Ooze now. How does that make you feel, opponent? Does it make you feel sad? It should make you feel sad. Hey, Jeff, hope your day is well. Thanks for the great content. Thanks for the quarter of your support, Fish. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It's not even worth elking. The Scavenging Ooze is going to kill it. Yeah, the green deck should probably have something banned in Standard and Pioneer. And it's probably this card, if I'm being honest. I'd start here. This card was a mistake to print. Lukewarm take. I mean, we have Angrath Rampage in Standard. They're, okay. Yes, racing Oko with aggro decks is more feasible than in Standard. I agree with that. So, one of the things people who are new to non-rotating formats, in general, okay, here's something that good baseline. Playing with good cards is fun. Hot take. Playing with cards like Oko when they're good is fun. You shouldn't just ban cards because they're good. However, you should make sure that those things don't happen super consistently to add some variance to the game and remove a little bit of that feel bad experience. One should have been in Modern Horizons. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that take. Man, we just dismantled them, huh? I agree, Burgle. One should probably be relegated to Legacy with the rest of the obnoxious free spells. Alright, was that a 4-1? Alright, the only match we lost was to the 5-color Niv deck because I decided I didn't feel like playing against it. Again, we don't really know where this format is going. I feel like I probably want some Aether Gusts in my sideboard. I also think that, like, our deck's a powerful collection of cards, and like, while other people are fumbling around in this format trying to figure out what's actually good, just like, having once Oath of Nissa, Gilded Goose, Oko, Wicked Wolf is gonna like, beat a lot of people. I don't know if that felt meaningfully better than the Saheeli deck. I kind of feel like I'd rather be the Saheeli deck and just board out the combo when it's not good. Like, we played this 4-color cat combo deck yesterday that was very close. And like, maybe I'd rather just have a couple of Chads in the sideboard of this deck to board into Chad when the Chad plan is good. That being said, this build as is doesn't have Heart of Kiran in it, and Heart of Kiran was like super impressive in those games today. So maybe there is just something to like playing this as a mid-range deck. Chad is Gideon, sorry. For those not familiar, Chad is Gideon's nickname. Because Gideon likes to smash, so he's a Chad. All right, what are we doing next? We've got one more Pioneer deck up next today, and believe it or not, it's a Gilded Goose Oko Wicked Wolf Pioneer deck. We're gonna try and get something out of this package banned in all of these formats. All right, we're gonna take a quick break so I can run to the restroom. When I get back, we're gonna play this Sultai deck, and after this one, we're gonna roll into some